if I had to pick one, like if a gun was to my head and they were like, go do cardio or I'm gonna kill you. I would,
extreme.
well, it would take that much. It would definitely be the bike. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a Q&A. Today I am not alone, so you don't have to just stare at me. So with me today, the wonderful, the beautiful Natalie. Hello, hello.
Hello.
You get to be my host for today.
Yes, I'll be asking you all the questions.
Very exciting, isn't it?
We're gonna get all the tea, you guys.
Well, some of it. I don't like tea. She's all about the tea.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I guess let's just hop right into it.
Okay, first question. What got you into fitness training and others?
Okay. Serious question right off the bat. Okay. What got me into fitness?
Yes.
And training?
And training others.
Okay, so I was slightly overweight myself in like college, and by slightly I mean a lot, like like 225 pounds. So at that time also I had an uncle who had got diagnosed with diabetes. So between the two things together, it kind of like jump started my weight loss journey, I guess, to try to find like a healthier self. And in doing so, a lot of people started asking me questions, and they were asking like what workouts I was doing, what I was eating. And so I had lost a bunch of weight, got down to like 180 pounds at one point, and found that I really enjoyed training those people, like helping them, even though I wasn't certified at the time. And so that kind of like sparked my interest. But early on, I didn't really still know that I wanted to like train people. It wasn't until I moved here to Dallas from Illinois that I kind of got my aha moment, kind of my calling, I guess, if you want to say that. And started training people downtown and really enjoyed it and felt like I found a place where I was supposed to be. And so my own weight loss journey essentially led me to finding my passion.
Gotcha. Do you think it comes naturally for you?
I think it took a little bit of work to kind of like find my voice.
Like your groove of things?
Yeah, because I've always been involved in things and part of like a team.
Yeah.
I've never been like the center of attention and trying to do things solo and having an impact on other people by myself. So it took a little bit of getting used to just getting comfortable having someone pay attention to every word that I say and kind of like hang on all my advice. But now I love it and I wouldn't do it any other way.
What is your favorite type of cardio?
So I hate cardio, and if you guys watched the first video of my gym tour, I mentioned how you'll never catch me on a treadmill. I don't run, period. I hate running, and I blame years of baseball, especially college, because as a pitcher, all I would do was like go throw my bullpen, play catch, and then go run and run and run. So now that I don't have to run, I don't run. So if I had to pick one, like if a gun was to my head and they were like, go do cardio or I'm gonna kill you, I would,
extreme.
well, it would take that much. It would definitely be the bike. Like, I don't enjoy the bike, but it's what I do as my warm-up. I've started to walk on a treadmill here and there just because it's a little easier on my joints, but the bike.
Bike, okay. What's your least favorite lift?
Least for myself personally would probably be like a back squat, like a barbell back squat, because I still don't have the like good movement, right hip mobility, ankle mobility to do proper squats. And so I don't get enjoyment out of not being able to do it correctly. So I'm still working on that. I would rather have somebody do a front squat or a kettlebell goblet squat or rack squats or something like that instead.
Gotcha. What is your favorite muscle group to work out personally?
Chest. Easily chest, yeah. It's always been my strongest and the easiest to see from the front, so definitely chest.
What is the least efficient exercise that is super popular on the internet today? TikTok trend.
Yeah, I don't even know what that thing is called with the lady who's screaming and there's like people just hip thrusting and dancing.
Oh yeah, they're like humped in the air or something.
Yeah, I don't.
It looks like an ab workout or something. I don't even know if it helps.
Yeah, I haven't done enough research on it to be like, well, it's not efficient. I mean, it might work. I mean, they're essentially just doing stuff involving like their pelvic floor.
Yeah.
Right, which is good. I don't know if I had to pick one though that like I knew something about that I would say is just not a good quality movement. Would maybe be
What just happened?
I don't know. Next question.
Okay. What's the best way to train to gain lean muscle?
So it's going to vary a little bit from person to person because not one thing works best for everyone. For the most part, I believe anyway that a good mixture of strength training and conditioning, not necessarily just straight cardio. So I like to mix in like a squat, we'll do like a kettlebell, like a goblet squat. We'll do a set of heavy squats with that, but then follow that up with like jump rope or some squat jumps. So something else that elevates the heart rate. Mm-hmm. And then follow that up with something like a bear crawl that requires a little bit more control. So there's a lot, not like a HIIT workout necessarily, because it's more strength and conditioning. So that's why they have a separate category for strength and conditioning, and that's what I like to do for people who are trying to get lean muscle. So I would say that.
Okay. Best core exercises.
Best core exercise. Planks. High plank or low plank. People hate them, but it's really like the best one to target everything. Hits your obliques, hits your, obviously your abdominals. You have to have some quad and some hip involved. If you do it correctly, it really trains all around your core. So that would probably be what I would say is the best.
How many times per week and for how long, and what type of workouts are recommended for weight loss?
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many times a week? Mm-hmm. Again, it's going to depend on a person. If it's somebody like you, let's say, mm-hmm. you don't have a whole lot to change. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be like, well, I need to see you 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. If it was somebody who had a little bit more to do, I would say probably like 3 to 4 sessions, like personal training a week. But if it was like just working out in general, like 5 times a week, 1 active rest day where somebody's going for like a long walk, mm-hmm. and then like a complete day off is probably the best schedule. And what was the last part of that?
And what type of workouts are recommended for weight loss?
That would circle back to what I already answered.
Kind of already answered that anyways. Yeah. Let's see. What's your perfect cheat meal?
This hard because we love food.
Burger, cheesecake.
I love cheesecake, but that's a dessert, not a meal.
Okay.
I would say for me, tacos. I love tacos. Street tacos, old school, like hard shell tacos are good. Taco bowls are good. any kind of taco.
That's true. You do like tacos.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way to measure progress?
Measurements, like literal measurements. I don't like the scale. For women, it varies a lot. So you get like 3 to 5 pounds of fluctuation from one day to the next. Especially for a woman, if you're at that time of the month, you have even more fluctuation depending on how much water weight you're holding. So I would say measurements would be like the best way to track. For you to be emotionally like happy, I would say the way you feel like in your clothes and the way you feel walking around is the best way to track progress. That will keep you happy and sane versus always chasing numbers.
What do you do when you're not working out?
Nothing. I'm boring, like really boring. I mean, you know this. I watch YouTube videos. I study stuff for clients. I make programs. I work out.
All the new shoes.
It's true. And that's it. Like I'm very to myself and to you and to Michael. And that's it.
During vacation, is it good to give your body a rest, or is it a good idea to plan ahead and have workouts ready?
I would say a happy medium, a combination of the two of them. So if you're on your vacation, don't plan your vacation around getting your workouts in unless you're really, really close to like a wedding or like you're getting ready for a pageant or like a show, right? You have something that's right around the corner. Otherwise, like enjoy your time off, give your body a rest. Chances are you're not gonna be on a proper sleep schedule anyway when you're on vacation, and you're probably gonna be doing a lot of walking around and stuff anyhow. So I would say enjoy your time, but if it works into your schedule and you don't have anything to do, just find a way to move somewhat.
Is cardio bad if you're trying to gain muscle?
So I wouldn't say it's bad. So here's the thing, right? You have like energy is required to do cardio. And if you're already in a deficit and you do too much cardio, there's a chance that you'll start to use muscle for that energy that you need. Mm-hmm. But like I was saying earlier, and when I warm up on a bike or I walk on a treadmill for a few minutes. So if you're doing like steady state cardio where like you're just running at one pace or you're walking at one pace or riding a bike, if you do like 20 to 30 minutes 2 or 3 times a week, no, it's not gonna like kill your gains, I believe is how they actually asked the question. So no, I wouldn't say it's bad, but you can overdo it and get to a point where it can affect how much muscle you can gain at a time. But I wouldn't say it's bad in limited amounts.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I don't know how hidden it is anymore, but I do play the violin, or I can, I should say. I don't currently, but I can. I started playing when I was 7, actually, just on a whim. I think my grandpa planned it, actually, because we drove by a music store, and for whatever reason he wanted to stop, so we stopped, and he asked me if I wanted to play the violin, and me being how I am was like, okay, sure, let's do it, you know. So I started when I was 7 years old, started taking lessons, took them for 8 years, and then when my teacher passed away, I stopped playing. I never really found another teacher, but I can still play.
What is your Enneagram?
Oh, okay. So I had to look this up. I had no idea. I don't know. I didn't actually know how to say the word to begin with. I found out that I'm a 1. I took a test just for this. Found out I'm a 1, and I read it through the whole profile. I definitely agree with, for the most part. Like it was pretty much to the T. So
very much a perfectionist. Let's see. How many pairs of shoes do you have currently?
How many? Jesus. A lot less than I used to. I counted last, including some casual sneakers, I think 45-ish, somewhere in there. It used to be close to 70 before I moved to Texas. And I sold a lot of them, and then I bought a lot more. So now I'm back to 45-ish.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Perfect healthy dessert that feels like a cheat meal.
Ooh, a healthy dessert. Okay, so I really like Greek yogurt with chocolate protein and a little bit of honey. And you just mix it all up, and it tastes like chocolate pudding. That's what I've found so far to be like one of my favorites. Unless you're counting Skinny Cows. If you count Skinny Cows as healthy dessert, then I would say a Skinny Cow, but I don't know how healthy they really are. They're just low calorie because they're really small.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets?
Michael, well, it's not, he's mine. He's not, he's our cat, I guess. Michael.
This is Michael.
Michael. You want to hang out? Have a seat. Okay, yeah, Michael.
All right. Why are you obsessed with penguins?
I don't know where it started. I don't even know when it started. But I swear in another life I was a penguin. Like any zoo I go to, I have to see the penguins. If I go to an aquarium, I have to see the penguins. But I don't know why. She's hidden all my penguin stuffed animals because I'm a 35-year-old man and I probably shouldn't.
They're growing. There's a lot now in this household, okay?
Yeah, so I shouldn't have stuffed animals, but I do, and they're all penguins. So,
which Harry Potter house do you belong to?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No.
Next question.
Where did the owl come from in your logo?
So, the name, my name, Ramon, I've looked it up a few times in different translations, and in a roundabout way, it always comes back to wise protector. And when I think of like a wise protector or something wise that watches out, I think of owls.
Yeah.
And so, that's where the owl logo came from. I also have the owl tattoo here. And everybody gets my owl confused with the Drake owl, and it's not even the same.
It's a little bit different.
It's not close. This is a head of an owl and a little body. Drake's owl is literally the whole owl. So it's different.
It's different, okay. Do you have specific music you listen to when doing certain workouts?
So for the most part, I like hip hop music.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll get in a mood and I'll want to hear like old, like rock, alternative type music. I sometimes will go through like an EDM type phase depending on what I'm doing. But for the most part, it's just like hip hop stuff with a good beat.
Let's see. Why do all the squirrels like you outside?
They're my squirrel friends, and I chat with them.
And they run up and down the fence.
I'm a nice guy, so that's why.
It's not like you feed them or anything.
No.
Alright, that's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess that's it. A lot of questions, some good questions, some funny questions, and one question I have no idea what it was even about.
The Harry Potter?
Yeah, so that's okay. Thank you guys for asking, submitting all the questions. If you think you would like to do a couples Q&A,
Oh my god.
let me know, like down in the comments, and we'll get some questions from you guys for something like that going forward. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks again for the questions. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next video that will be dropping on the following Saturday. And I'll see you guys at the next video.
Bye.
Peace.